Now the search for her fiance Brian, who returned home in her van without her, continues. His parents say they last saw him 1 week ago today when he was headed to the Carlton Reserve for a hike. That's where the FBI, Northport Police, and FWC are combing through thousands of acres of land in hopes of finding him. Tonight we have team coverage of that ongoing search for Brian and the effort to find out what happened to Gabby. Bo Zimmer is outside the Carlton Reserve where the search for Brian is paused for the night. But first, let's go to 10 Tampa Bay Shannon Clough, who's outside the Laundrie home, as many people are still calling for answers from the family in Gabby's death.
Well, Carolina, what I can tell you tonight is Brian Laundrie's family is inside of their home. Earlier this afternoon, we saw his dad leave and come back with milk. But what I can tell you, with his family inside his home tonight, people have questions as to where Brian is and what he knows about Gabby. As Gabby's family grieves, the community does as well. Her memorial in Northport growing as the FBI confirming her death has been ruled a homicide, and details of how she died will be released after the autopsy is complete. The Sarasota County medical examiner giving us insight into that autopsy process, saying knowing how she died could take up to 48 hours because officials need to look into all possibilities.
You don't want to really take anything off the table in terms of the things that you're considering. The real question will be, with all those things that they're going to be looking for, how much will they actually be able to identify?
Investigators discovered the body in a camping area within Grand Teton National Park. FBI Denver said a forensics team completed its search on the campgrounds, and they're asking anyone who was in that area between August 27th and August 30th to contact investigators. The lawyer representing Gabby's family releasing this statement today, quote, "We will be making a statement when Gabby is home." The heartbreak her family feels is hard to even imagine. Her dad last week describing his little girl as a shining light.
How relaxed and cool she is, you know, and she's always trying to look at the brighter side of things.
Now her entire family and many others want to know who killed Gabby. Here at Brian Laundrie's home in Northport, people have questions for his family, who has remained quiet as to where Brian is. I reached out to his attorney for a statement now that Gabby has been confirmed dead. Stephen Bertolino, representing Brian and his family, says, quote, "May Gabby rest in peace." And his attorney was supposed to have a press conference today in Long Island, New York, to which he canceled it, telling me that it wasn't in Brian's best interest. I do want to remind everyone, Brian Laundrie is still a person of interest, in which is now a homicide criminal investigation. As for Gabby's family, with the news today, they tell us that they won't release a statement until Gabby's body is back home.
And Brian's parents say he has been missing for more than a week now. Right now, multiple law enforcement agencies are combing through thousands of acres of land where he was supposed to be hiking. 10 Tampa Bay's Bo Zimmer is at the Carlton Reserve with how much ground they actually covered and the challenges they face ahead.
Covering nearly 25,000 acres, the T. Mabry Carlton Reserve is a massive expanse of mostly untouched wilderness. From Google Earth, you can see the area's size in red. Police from across Florida are all assisting in the FBI-led investigation focused on finding Brian Laundrie.
ATVs, UTVs, we have multiple drone operators that have been sent out in numerous teams.
The main staging area is near the park's entrance, but from there, search teams are fanning out into the wilderness along dirt paths, cutting their way through thick vegetation, even searching areas covered in mud and water.
Terrain's very difficult. Essentially 75% of it's underwater.
The amount of resources that are being deployed to this particular area, this is a strong likelihood of where this individual may be.
Alan Benitez spent more than 40 years in law enforcement with experience on major search and rescue missions, along with manhunts for suspects looking to avoid arrest.
Do they have any help? Somebody supporting them, helping them, dropping food, transporting them?
While he has no involvement in this search, he says officers across the country follow a similar playbook.
You're looking for clues that they might have left behind, if they had a campfire, if they had clothing scraps, garbage left behind.
But searching such a large area comes with its challenges.
If you're looking at various overgrown, marshy areas, even in the best of circumstances, your percentage of finding someone are relatively low. I mean, you basically have to hit every square foot.
He says even weather can have an impact on canine units working to pick up Laundrie's scent.
Temperature, wind, rain, scent moves in different ways depending on the weather.
Sources report the search is concentrating now in the park's northwest corner. Benitez says if Laundrie is still alive, it's only likely a matter of time until he's found.
You can only survive in these tough conditions for a limited amount of time.
He says searches for those who don't want to be found can often be among the most dangerous.
Someone who is at the very least wanted for questioning potentially could be armed and therefore potentially is a threat to any of these searchers.
While the ground search is on hold until daylight, crews are out searching from the air overnight. That's in hopes of detecting any heat signatures from the air if Brian is in fact still alive.